We are just here for a party.
Greek life is just the popular kids from high school.
You have to pretend to be someone you're not to get in.
Greek life is only about social status.
Everyone gets hazed.
You have to have a certain look to be a part of Greek life.
University Police and Fire.
Hi, I'm calling to see if early this morning or some point today y'all picked up a 19-year-old guy, like brown hair. He's like my buddy. I'm looking for him.
Where was the last place you seen your buddy?
We went for a run this morning.
Was he sick or depressed?
19-year-old Tucker Hips was found dead in Lake Hartwell after participating in an early morning run with his fraternity Sigma Phi Epsilon. Now, for 11 months,
on campus at Clemson University. The sheriff's
bridge?
office is
Was he
investigating
forced to jump
after
over
a
a bridge?
19-year-old
Was he
student was found
pushed
dead
over
in the
this bridge?
Seneca
His
River
family
near the
attorney has
school.
said there was a
19-year-old
history
Tucker Hips
at
of
this
Piedmont
fraternity.
was sophomore.
Forced to
Clemson
pledges to
and
jump
teams
over
Evan
bridges
Donovan
earlier
joined the
today
SWAT
and
at the
said that
Seneca
there was
River
a
Bridge where
history.
they found his body.
When is the last time you saw a positive headline about Greek life? In today's society, it is becoming more and more common for everyone to have access to news on a regular basis through social media. We are constantly harassed by headlines stating controversial topics and events that attempt to grab readers' attention in pursuit of favorites or retweets. For example, the University of Alabama's school newspaper, the Crimson White, reported on September 11th that all 17 Pan-Hellenic sororities did not invite an African-American potential new member to join their sorority because of her race.
People want to read about the things that spark our interest, which happen to live on the negative side of the spectrum. Being a part of a Greek organization offers a great amount of benefits that deal with improving academics, getting involved on campus, and giving back to the community through community service.
I think the positives of being Greek are definitely the fact that you have a lot of friends and people who are there for you and they'll support you and you can all hang out together and go do things together, and then you're also adding a lot to yourself as a person. It builds your resume. You can learn a lot about leadership, and it's just an overall positive experience.
But due to the harsh light shed on the stigma of Greek life through the media, it is often stereotyped into an undesirable category. But what these statistics don't report are the percentages of the benefits that they reap.
USA Today stated, because the media's primary focus is to cover hard news, the benefits of Greek life are often blurred by the rare negative occurrences that happen. People often judge those involved in a Greek organization solely based off of what they see or read in the media. The bias is getting out of hand, but there are so many reasons as to why sororities and fraternities should be seen under a more positive and admirable light.
One misconception about being a part of Greek life is that it will have a negative impact on your grades. At Clemson, the average male GPA is a 3.08 and 3.04 for males in Greek life. The average female GPA is a 3.29, and for females in Greek life, it is a 3.4. In an article published by USA Today, it said that graduation rates among Greeks is 20% higher than non-Greeks. Most, if not all, chapters have mandatory study hours that students must complete. There are repercussions for those with low GPAs, like not being able to attend social events. They have study websites where you can find materials for most classes, like study guides and notes. Over the years, networking has become more important, and being a part of Greek life is a great way to do this. People all over the country are in Greek organizations, and being in the same chapter creates an instant bond. Many influential people have been a part of Greek organizations. 85% of Fortune 500 executives were a part of a Greek life when they were in college. 20 out of our 42 presidents have been a part of fraternities, including Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, Woodrow Wilson, Franklin D. Roosevelt, and JFK.
Entering into Greek life makes the transition from high school to college almost seamless.
I think it made my transition a lot easier because it found you an immediate group of friends and a group of people to rely on, and it also got me really involved in things around campus right away through the things that other people in the sorority were doing.
Pledging a sorority or fraternity automatically offers you a huge group of individuals that share your interests. You have the opportunity to create amazing relationships and lifelong friendships with the people in your Greek organization.
I joined Greek life because I wanted to find a group of people that would hold me accountable for my actions and that I could hang out with and make a really close bond with, so that I could immediately get involved on the Clemson campus and see all that Clemson has to offer through a bunch of different ways.
With this being said, people often develop the misconception that Greeks do not associate with non-Greeks. This is not true, especially at Clemson University. If you are not in a sorority or fraternity, it will not restrict your potential to be friends with those who are involved in Greek life.
Not being Greek has not really affected the relationships that I've made with others.
Since I live on a hall filled with all girls, I kind of felt like I was the only one who wasn't rushing come like the first couple weeks of school. But as people started to drop out and as people I started becoming friends with people on a closer level, it changed my opinion of whether or not I was being left out or not. So everybody is super relatable, and it's easy to become friends with girls that are in Greek life and also guys that are in Greek life because of the fact that they're just super great people.
Joining Greek life is an exceptional way to begin networking. You will make countless common connections that will be beneficial to you after college when you begin looking for a job. Did you know that out of the 50 largest corporations, 43 of them are headed by fraternity men? Thousands of businessmen and women were members of Greek life in college, and that title will follow them for the rest of their lives. Joining a fraternity or sorority is a simple way to expand your network and develop professional relationships. When talking about Greek life, people forget the good things. Hazing among fraternities and sororities often makes the headlines, but thousands of dollars raised for our philanthropies do not. Greeks work hard to plan successful fundraisers for their philanthropies. Over $7 million is raised every year by Greeks nationally. Greeks are constantly involved with their community. Most are required to complete a certain number of service hours per semester. Unfortunately, this portion of Greek life is often forgotten. Greeks work hard to serve and better our communities. Doing philanthropic work helps students to establish leadership skills that will be beneficial for the rest of their lives.
Greek life is often criticized of the following stereotypes. Exclusiveness. The day could be the make or break for your college experience. You receive one card that is either acceptance or rejection based off of a total of maybe 2 hours of mostly surface conversation. My opinion of Greek life has changed through the friendship that I've made with the girls that are actually in Greek life. They're all super great girls, and we're super close friends, so it's not like they're this far off clique that nobody can reach, but they're super sweet and are really relatable. Partying. Greek life is said to be at the center of campus alcohol culture, and that Greek organizations have an enormous influence on campus-wide drinking.
I think joining a sorority showed me that there's a lot of aspects of Greek life that are more than just social. There's philanthropy, and there's a lot of leadership development and opportunities to better yourself as a person, not just socially.
Hazing. Since 1970, there has been at least one hazing-related death on a college campus each year.
I personally have never been affected by hazing. Obviously, I don't think it's okay, but ever since I've joined a sorority, I've felt constantly loved and supported, and it's definitely given me some of my best friends, and I've never felt victimized or my safety has been in jeopardy from being in a sorority.
Labeling everyone who joins a Greek organization and attaching a judgment on a collective group of people is unfair.
We have to get rid of the negative stereotypes that Greek life always falls under, because it isn't fair to judge an entire group of people just for the negative aspects, which are far outweighed by the benefits.
The way that Greek life is portrayed to the rest of the world is one-sided. The media should begin to express the positive aspects of Greek life rather than all of the bad things.
At the end of the day, we are all a part of the Tiger family. As a society, we need to stop letting stereotypes define people.